All right, what I'd like to do is bring on Wendy to share experience with the program here. So, Wendy, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, Daryl.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining and sharing your experience here. I'd like to just jump right in. The first question I have for you is you joined our program roughly around 3, 4 months ago, right after sitting a workshop just similar to this one. Why did you end up joining the program, and what was the reason you decided to get started?
Well, I had seen your advertisements on Instagram probably five, six, seven times. I watched them over and over and over again. And I actually saved it as one of my favorites. It was something I wanted to do. I was looking to get into AI to make some extra cash here and there with some kind of system. So I was evaluating different systems that were available, and quite honestly, your videos and advertisements really drew me in. And I set up a training call, an introduction call with Eric, and I learned a little bit more about the program. And the great portion about why I believe I joined is I just felt the support that he was talking about was extremely important to me because I was a fresh newbie at this. I had never done trading before. And I really wanted an opportunity to have support and guides and coaches to learn from the best. And so that's really why I chose to start the program.
Awesome. Yeah, you spoke a little bit about the support with the program. Can you elaborate a little bit more on the support you've gotten or lack thereof?
Yes. So they walk you through every step of the process from even paying for the system through getting into the training modules. There is training materials right up front and courses to educate yourself about what trading is all about. So it really starts at the ground level. If you're someone who has previous experience, you could probably skip some of those modules. But for someone like myself that did not have the experience, this was really fundamental to get through these key coursework, and be able to really learn about what I needed to do for trading, what signals I needed to look for. It's been very, very helpful. And then from there, it grew where you have access to a community online as well. And to me, that community was extremely important because not only did I have individuals such as myself, but I also had other people that have gone through the program for a series of months or even years that I have access to as well, and I can also learn from.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Wendy, when you got started, did our program and software make this easy enough for you to learn and do? You kind of went on a little about the support and all that kind of stuff, but was the strategy, the software involved, was that all making, was it easy enough for you to learn? And what was your favorite part of being in the program so far?
Yes, that kind of hints back to the support. Don't let the technology scare you. You are supported through the entire way, through creating your logins, getting in, making sure the system is working as it should. Market Dash is super easy. If you can run any kind of program, if you have any kind of money management program or any app really on your phone that you're used to, you can use Market Dash. It's super easy. There are training modules walking you through. There's also weekly meetings with your advisors and your guides to take you through Market Dash. As new key features are released on Market Dash, those are also reviewed. So you are constantly learning, evolving, and being able to use the tool even as the tool is upgraded.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing that. In terms of the time commitment involved in all of this, was it a huge time sucker or did it take a lot of your time?
Not really. So I'm extremely busy and I still have a full-time job. I have a lot going on in my life. So I wanted something that didn't require a whole lot of my time, but that I could commit to it. So instead of wasting an hour or two in the evening watching Netflix, I would dedicate to learning these modules. And so if you have a couple hours a week to invest, in this, you can really catch on very quickly. And it got to the point where I really enjoyed it and was learning so much that I was investing more and more time of my own time because I actually enjoyed it.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks like you didn't need to spend much time, but you enjoyed it so much you wanted to spend more time just diving into the world of stock market. So it's awesome to hear. Wendy here. I have your numbers pulled up on the screen here. Can you go tell us about some of the results if you've had being in the program? You said roughly around 3, 4 months. Can you sort of guide us on what we're seeing here?
Yes. So I wanted to start small. I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm slightly conservative when it comes to my cash, and I don't like to lose. So what I did is I started pretty small where I was doing only a couple $1,000 investment per trade, and I was aiming to hit what the goal was, which was between a 2 and a 5% gain with these trades. I also wanted the trades to be swing trades and to be done very quickly. So I wanted to make money within a week or less. And so I picked very strong companies that were either proposed through the meetings and the guides or through the software itself. And I would do my research and then I would decide where to buy and where to sell based upon the pricing. So I started out really hot the first month. I was super excited. I made a couple $1,000s my first month, which to me was absolutely shocking because I had never done this before. The next month was a little bit more challenging. The market had slowed, things were changing in the environment. And so it really taught me patience. Um, I also had an interesting learning, particularly with a specific stock, where I started to learn the DCA process that is also taught through the system. And so now I can have a lot more confidence in getting in and lowering my average cost to hopefully make more profits and not take losses. And then things have started heating up again recently. I have been gaining more confidence. I've been investing more money. As you can see, the cost of my trades are now going into the tens of thousands instead of the single thousands. And I plan to keep doing that as I move forward. So as I'm gaining confidence, I am willing to risk more of that money because it's not really a risk once you learn how to work with the system and you're surrounded by incredible coaches that will help you if you ever have any doubts or concerns or get some cold feet. There's always great advice.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. It looks like you experienced the whole breadth of the stock market, not just during a hot market, right? So even
Hmm.
able to come out of trades profitable, even in a slowdown in the market, that's wonderful to hear.
It has been a learning experience, definitely. And I really do thank the coaches and the support of the community to help me through that and to also teach me that patience is truly the key, especially in these down markets.
Awesome. I love to hear it. Wendy, was the program worth what you have paid? And would you say it's paid for itself yet?
I am getting there. So I have not quite made what I have paid in, but I will get there extremely quickly. My goal and my expectation was as long as I paid for the system within my first year, I was happy. So I would say definitely set yourself goals when you get started. Think about what you want and how long it will take you to get there, and then be more realistic. I had reset goals because of the market going a little cold and things slowing down. And so I think it really comes down to, is it worth it? Absolutely, 1,000%. Because not only are you paying for the software and the system, you are getting the knowledge of all your coaches. And you're also getting this incredible community and support around you. So that is really valuable and priceless in a way.
Yeah, I literally tell people the same thing. Like the market's not a thing that you're just gonna be in here for just a month or two. It's gonna
Mhm.
be here. The skills that you've learned is gonna be here for the next years, multiple years, even decades. So
Mhm.
it's very good that you had that solid understanding of it. Wendy, last question I have for you. What would you say to somebody sitting on the fence right now, trying to decide if this program is for them?
I say don't wait. I waited probably 2, 3 months before I pulled the trigger, and I could have been making money during that time period. So don't wait, get started today. it was well worth it. And I do wish I would have learned about this system sooner and earlier because I would be further along than I am today. So definitely get started today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your whole journey here with us. It's been a pleasure to hear. And I can't wait to hear how things progress as the months come by. But without further ado, let's continue on.